In the bustling lanes of Ludhiana, Punjab, where the air hummed with the rhythm of looms and the scent of fresh parathas, lived a young girl named Meera. At 22, she was a whirlwind of dreams, trapped in the confines of her family's modest home. Her father, a retired factory worker, and her mother, a homemaker, had scraped together every rupee to send her to college. Meera graduated with a degree in commerce, her eyes set on the glittering corporate world of Mumbai. Beta, the city will eat you alive, her mother warned, but Meera's heart burned with ambition. She was a struggler, as they called them, the ones who chased stars in the smog. With a small suitcase and 10,000 rupees borrowed from her uncle, Meera boarded the train to Mumbai in the summer of 2025. The journey was long, the compartment stuffy, but she clutched her resume like a talisman. Dreams of skyscrapers and boardrooms danced in her mind. Upon arrival, the city assaulted her senses. Honking taxis, endless crowds, and the relentless rain that turned streets into rivers. She found a cramped PG in Andheri, sharing a room with three other girls, all chasing their own illusions. Jobs didn't come easy. Meera pounded the pavements, her chappals wearing thin. She applied to hundreds of positions, assistant roles, data entry, anything to get her foot in the door. Rejections piled up like monsoon puddles. No experience, they said. Come back later. Her savings dwindled. She survived on cheap vada pav and instant noodles. Nights were the hardest. Lying on her thin mattress, she'd stare at the ceiling fan whirring lazily, tears stinging her eyes. Calls home were scripted. Everything's fine, Ma. I'll get something soon. But inside, doubt gnawed at her. Was she foolish to leave the safety of Ludhiana? One evening, after another fruitless interview, Meera wandered to Marine Drive. The sea crashed against the rocks, mirroring her turmoil. She sat on the promenade, watching couples and families stroll by. A street vendor sold hot tea. She bought a cup with her last 20 rupees. As she sipped, a memory surfaced. Her childhood drives on Punjab's highways, the endless fields blurring past. Roads connect dreams, her father used to say. Inspired, she decided to pivot. Why not infrastructure? India was building highways like never before. She scoured job portals for companies in that sector. Weeks blurred into months. Meera took odd jobs, tutoring kids, freelance typing to stay afloat. Her roommates became her lifeline, sharing meals and encouragement. One, Priya, worked at a small firm and tipped her off about Highway Infrastructure Limited, HIL, a rising player in toll operations. They're listing on the stock exchange soon. Big opportunities, Priya said. Meera tailored her resume, highlighting her commerce skills and a short internship at a local bank back home. She applied for a junior compliance role. Days later, an email arrived. Interview scheduled. Her heart raced. The office was in Bandra, a sleek building overlooking the expressway. Dressed in her best salwar kameez, ironed meticulously, she faced the panel. Why HIL? They asked. Meera spoke passionately. Highways aren't just roads, they're lifelines for people like me, connecting small towns to big dreams. She didn't get the job. Too junior, the HR said kindly, but they kept her resume on file. Devastated, Meera hit rock bottom. She considered returning home, tail between her legs. That night, a call from her father strengthened her. Struggles forge strength, beta. Don't give up. Fate twisted in February 2026. HIL won a massive contract from the National Highways Authority of India for operations at Moti Naroli Fee Plaza in Gujarat, worth over 154 crores rupees. The news buzzed in business circles. Expansion meant new hires. Mira's phone rang. "We have an opening in compliance. Your enthusiasm stood out." She joined as an assistant to the company secretary, Palak Rathore, a sharp, inspiring woman who had climbed the ranks through sheer grit. Palak mentored Meera, teaching her the intricacies of SEBI regulations, stock listings, and corporate announcements. Her first task? Helping draft a disclosure for the LOA under Regulation 30. As she typed the details, the LOA at plazas at KM 969, the upkeep of toilet blocks, the 90-day execution, she felt a surge of belonging. Life transformed. Meera's salary covered her rent and sent money home. She explored Mumbai's vibrancy, the beaches, the festivals, finding joy in small victories. Struggles lingered, long hours, office politics, the ache of homesickness, but she persevered, her story a testament to resilience. By year end, Meera stood on a highway overpass watching trucks rumble below. The road stretched endless like her future. From struggler to survivor, she had built her own path. And in Ludhiana, her parents beamed with pride, knowing their girl had conquered the city that tried to break her.